I wonder if somebody writes on this, because people, when talking about this creation of imagined community, people, from what I've read, mostly talk about newspapers or television, right? Like Benjamin Anderson, Benedict Anderson, sorry. I wonder if somebody wrote on a similar role with social media. Alex, do you know?
Yeah, I know with the Arab protests, I mean, Zainab Tufekci had written a little bit about the role of social media as serving as a counterpublic, and she had written a blog post. I don't know if she had written anything more than that, but that thinking about that, and there have been some things about social media as public sphere, and I think you're absolutely right with the notion of social media as playing an important role as a symbolic politics. And I was actually writing a piece with a friend of mine, Thailand Akar, and he and I have a sort of a working paper on, but it's less about the idea of social media as playing the role of symbolic politics. It's more of the case of occupation of space as playing a role in symbolic politics, and the idea of the occupation of space is not necessarily. Sometimes it's very instrumental. You occupy space because it's something in which you block traffic, or you're trying to block a vote, or you're impeding, or you're having a strike or a work stoppage. But social media or occupation of space being important insofar as you're being very visible, and you're also dialoguing with space as a means of this space may be some place as that was the seat of political power, or where corporate power is exercised. And so, for instance, if you think about Tahrir Square as being sort of a central part of Cairo, it's flanked on one side by a building called the Mugama, which is like a big administrative building, or Occupy Wall Street. I mean, the sort of symbolism of being next to the financial center of the world. Now, so that's sort of the role of occupation. Now, whether social media can be a space in which there's a symbolic politics that's exercised, it's possible. I mean, in the sense of you're trying to generate some similar sorts of messages. You're trying to generate some sort of persuasive action in which people are negotiating different identities, negotiating different politics, alternative politics. I think there's some purchase to the idea there.